I'm Charles Boyd, Deputy Neighborhood Officer for Housing and Safety here at the Los Angeles Urban League, and this is an exciting night. I'm here at the Milk and Family and Youth Center for the graduation of the Emerging Leaders Academy. We're going to have 10 graduates who have completed a 12-week program of intensive study so that they can begin reforming and reshaping their lives. We know that the law enforcement agencies cannot simply lock up individuals and throw away the key. We know that they cannot simply make arrests and hope that these crime in our communities will go away. The Sheriff's Department came to the Los Angeles Urban League with an inspired vision, one where we would partner with public-private resources and create a wraparound approach to bring individuals in to understand exactly where they are in their lives, but more importantly, where they'd like to be over time. The initial idea was to use the Sheriff's Department resources through the Deputy Leadership Institute, a wonderful training and curriculum that they use for the training of their own staff, the Imagine 21 curriculum, which was pioneered by the Pacific Institute, to bring these resources together at a community level. That's where the partnership really works. We're talking about a public agency that recognizes the importance of partnering with community stakeholders committed to change. 4 years ago, the Los Angeles Urban League launched the Neighborhoods at Work initiative, a 5-year holistic and comprehensive revitalization effort in the Park Mesa Heights community. We know that neighborhood safety is critical if we want to see improvements in education, improvements in outcomes in employment and economic development, improvements in healthcare and housing. We know that neighborhood safety is a critical component of that. The Sheriff's Department saw that vision. They decided to partner with us, again, to bring in their resources and partner with us on a local community level. 2 years ago now, Chief Willie Miller called the Los Angeles Urban League and shared a very, very fascinating vision with us, and we were inspired from day one. Her vision was to implement the sheriff's idea of a program that would provide nurturing, loving support in a compassionate way, one that actually leveled the playing field for individuals who have served their time and are now returning to their community. I'd love for Chief Miller to just share in her own words what was the thing that inspired her most, and what has she seen happen over the last 2 years with this wonderful effort?
Well, first of all, when Sheriff Baca gives you an assignment to go create something that hasn't been done before, you find a way to do it. And fortunate for me and the Sheriff's Department is that Charles and Blair had come in to meet with my boss to talk about the Urban League and how we could partner with the Urban League to do various kinds of things in the community. And when I ran out of ideas, I called Charles and said, hey, can we talk about putting together a program that brings, ex-cons to the table to learn skills, not necessarily a job skill, but a skill that allows them to communicate in the real world, even though they have a conviction or whatever behind them. And so we sat down. It took about 9 months. We had a huge false start. We had a professor who wanted to do it with one of the local universities, and we found out that she didn't have the authority to do that or to bring the students to the community. And so we started all over again, and we found a way to bring not only the training to the students, but an environment that allowed them to be completely aware of job opportunities, other learning tools that they could take out with them. And we've been really successful in that, to my knowledge, only one of our graduates has ever reoffended, and we're talking 2 years. So I think that's a success in itself, but the partnership, the support, the resources that the Urban League provided made this possible.
This program emerged with Urban League's vision, Sheriff's Department's vision. We have a feeling that talent is within everybody. And the question is, how do we want to develop that talent? And so the Emerging Leaders program is designed to help individuals who have been incarcerated, who are out on parole, or have finished all of their service relative to paying their debt to society. And now how are we going to go forward? And so it takes a lot of leadership for any of us. So the question is, when are we going to teach folks that have leadership capabilities all about leadership?
Yes.
So it's kind of awakening the sleeping giant, as they say. And the giant is the unlimitedness of talent. And that's where we go forward with this program, is unleashing their talent and building their confidence, getting them at a place where they're feeling that they can compete in the world at large and do it the right way.